This is CBS Sports HQ. Tiffany Blackman here. We are just 28 days away from the start of the 2025 NBA season. So what does that mean for Jayson Tatum, the Boston Celtics star? Well, he's well into his recovery from that Achilles injury. Gut-wrenching how it took him out of the NBA playoffs last season. A look at, though, the career he's built so far. 2024 NBA champ, 4-time All-NBA first team, and 6-time NBA All-Star, including an All-Star MVP. And right now, he's standing by with our Ashley Nicole Moss.
Thank you, Tiffany. Look, we don't need to get into all of the accolades. They were there for everyone to see, although there are plenty of more. Jayson, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Can we hear him? I need to get his sound on. Okay, while we work on Jayson's sound, we do have to dive into what you're joining us on behalf of. You are doing something very, very exciting with Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Tell me a little bit about that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Perfect. Announcing my partnership with Vertex Pharmaceuticals, and really using this opportunity and this time to share my story, be vulnerable, and let people know that through my journey and my experience, raising awareness about that, people out there dealing with whether they have surgery or dealing with pain, that you have choices and you have an option, that you can talk to your doctor about what works best for you. And for me, it was during a period where at about the 4-week mark, I was introducing new things into rehab. I was putting 50% weight bearing on, my right leg. And we had a conversation about that. This is a period where you might experience some discomfort and some pain. And he prescribed me Journavx, a non-opioid medicine for moderate to severe acute pain. And with like anything, there are side effects. But for me, I didn't have any side effects, and it took my pain away. But, again, everyone should talk to their doctor.
Well, obviously, the lack of pain has helped you in the way you've attacked your rehab. You've been very vocal about it being 6 days a week. Everyone's been asking you. Everyone seems to have the inside track on when you'll return, if you'll return. Obviously, you haven't been so vigilant in your rehab for no reason. But I think the other question is will the Celtics standings in an Eastern Conference that looks drastically different than the one that you left last season have any impact on that decision?
So there's layered. I think the most important thing, obviously, is making a full recovery, being 100%. And then, if that's this season, then there are conversations, obviously, to be had. For me, I love to play. I've never been a guy that wants to sit out. I've tried to play in every game possible. But, I do have the utmost faith in our team. Obviously, this is a business, and there's going to be turnover from year to year. You're not always going to have the same team. We still have a core group that we won a championship with, but, we have a lot of new faces. And, I'm really excited about the team that we have. Given the opportunity that guys are going to have larger roles. And, I have the utmost faith that, we're going to be a really good team.
How have you been kind of attacking the mindset that this start of this season is going to look different than many starts of your previous seasons? One of your strongest assets has been your availability and the fact that you rarely ever miss a game. And now you're going into your first season where you're not going to be suiting up. What has that preparation been like for you from a mental standpoint?
It's been tough. It's been a roller coaster. It's been emotional. Right, I've cried a lot, just being honest, and it's a new experience for me. Right, media day is on Monday. Our first practice is a week from today, and I won't be able to be out there with the team. I won't be able to practice. I won't be out there to start the season, and it's been a tough pill to swallow, and something I'm just honestly working through every day. Some days are better than others. But, I'm just trying to, work through it.
I'm going to shift gears and give you an opportunity to brag, even though you probably won't, because everyone knows you're extremely humble, maybe even to a fault. But a date, December 25th, 2015, that was the last time the Celtics did not play on Christmas Day. This is going to be the first time in 10 years that they don't have a Christmas Day game. Obviously, everyone likes to debate your superstar status, whether you're the face of the league, one of the faces of the league. Do you feel like the first Christmas Day without the Boston Celtics in a decade kind of silences or should silence those critics a little bit?
Put me on the spot. You know what? I got to stay true to myself and who I've been. That's not up for me to decide. Those decisions that the NBA, who plays on Christmas, that's their decision. It's unfortunate that we won't have a Christmas game this year, but I still think it'll be an exciting day for the NBA and a lot of good basketball.
You want to give the Celtics a Christmas present and just slide in there Christmas Day and just kind of shake things up a little bit? Give Adam Silver a week in advance notice to change the schedule?
I would give him more than a week if that was the
I gotta ask you, it's been trending on social media. Everyone wants to know, why didn't you answer Jaylen Brown's phone call, but Jeff T got the answer, which he seemed to be very surprised by. He did not think you were gonna pick up his phone call.
Listen, I respond, right? I answer the phone, I text people back. JB even said it, afterwards. JB got a new number and didn't tell any of his teammates that he had a new number. So I had my phone in my hand and I seen this, unfamiliar number come across my phone, and, I don't answer numbers I don't know. But if I knew it was JB, yes, I would have answered the phone.
Okay, so a little bit of a redemption arc for my boy JB. Giannis recently named his top 5 players in the NBA. He said himself. He said Luka, he said Jokic, he said SGA, and he named you. So now I'm putting you on the spot, in the hot seat, and I want you to give me your top 5 in the NBA.
Who did he say? Me, him, Jan, Luka, Shea, and Jokic?
Yeah, so he had Luka, Jokic, SGA, you, and himself. So you can put yourself in there as well if you want to, give yourself a little pat on the back.
I mean, those are guys, I would assume those are the guys that was first team All-NBA last year. I agree with that 5. That's a good 5.
Any surprise LeBron wasn't in his top 5? A lot of people seem to be arguing that on social media this morning.
People like to argue or debate just for the fun of it. I'm pretty sure he probably was talking about current day. Obviously we know LeBron's one of the greatest of all time. But it's a lot of guys that you could probably put in that top 5. But not many wrong answers.
Speaking of top 5, are you still top 5 when you get a cut? I know that's a popular phrase.
Yeah, I know a lot of people see me. I have braids recently, so I'm going back and forth between trying out braids and growing out my curls. So I'm gonna be back and forth between the two.
The guys in the studio said that apparently when you go to your barber, you're supposed to ask for something very specific. And then obviously if you have the same barber, they know what you like. So the first time you ever got a cut, what did you ask your barber for? Like, what was the formula? Yeah, what was the first cut you ever got in the history of your haircuts? When you went to your barber and you said, this is what I want, what was that formula?
It was very different. When I was younger, when I first met my barber, I had a real low cut. So I would just, smooth it down, taper the side and the back a little bit. But oddly enough, I didn't used to like getting haircuts when I was younger. I used to kind of hate going to the barber shop. I felt like it took too long. I wasn't a fan. And then it all clicked one day.
And now you're obsessed with getting haircuts. How often do you get a cut?
Obsessed is an exaggeration, but I like to present myself in such way. I like looking nice. So every week and a half, depending if I have something to do.
Okay, so look, before I let you go, I want to give you an opportunity to kind of just speak to the Celtics fan base. Everybody is just rapidly anticipating your return to the court. Everyone's been very invested in your rehabilitation, your health, your mindset, everything that goes into kind of rehabbing a major injury. What would you want to tell the fans that are listening about where you are?
I mean, first and foremost, the fans, I've maybe not all of it, but I've heard, all the get well wishes, speedy recovery. I've seen all the messages, people praying for me on social media and things like that. It means the world. It means a lot. It's helped me get through some dark days and some tough rehab days. I want them to know that I've said it. I've been in the gym 6 days a week. I've been working my butt off to get back 100% and hopefully even better. I can't put an exact date on when I will come back to play, but I 100% know my first game back will be in TD Garden, in front of the best fans in the world.
Well, I'm sure they are ecstatic to hear that. I thank you for joining us, and I think I speak for everyone when we wish you just a continued success in your rehab, and we all look forward to having you on the court again very, very soon.
No, I appreciate that. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right, guys, the odds to win this upcoming championship in the NBA. I'm not sure I agree with this. The Oklahoma City Thunder right now sitting atop of the odds to repeat, followed by the Cavs, the Nuggets, and the Knicks are fourth. Guys, who is doing the odds on this? I don't understand why the Knicks don't get any respect. Someone's going to have to hear my mouth about this sooner rather than later. Basketball season is upon us.